We're bringing one more.
Hey, anybody gonna hit the Craig? Man, this feels so good sitting up here.
I might hit it. This feels so good right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gotta hit the hey, though.
Hey.
One block, though. Do y'all see the one block?
You got a block, Denzel?
Oh, I got a block.
There's no way that's right.
You got one.
Guys?
Hey.
Appreciate it.
All right, you got one more.
We're joined by UNCW head coach Kevin Keats, along with Chris Fleming, C.J. Bright, Devontae Kaycock, and Denzel Ingram. We'll start. Comment from Coach Keats on the victory, and then open up for questions.
Well, guys, what a tremendous championship game. You know, we talked about anytime that you get the number 1 and number 2 seed that makes it to the championship game, you know the game could be special. Give a lot of credit to the College of Charleston and Earl Grant, the program that he's built. He's done a great job with that program, and they're going to be good for years to come. I have to give a lot of credit to my guys. I thought we fought. When you looked at it, the score was 31-26 at halftime, and the thing that we talked about was just staying the course. I thought the tempo was in our favor, even though we wasn't scoring a lot of points. And I told those guys, if you become the best defensive team and you continue to get stops, then we'll be able to score the basketball. And give these guys a lot of credit. They finished the game, and we're tournament champions again, and we're going dancing.
Yeah, Coach, just talk about the second half. You guys really seemed to turn it up there in the second half, and what was kind of the difference? They'd close it to 2 or 3 a couple of times, and then you guys always seem to have the answer.
Well, we've answered all year long, and especially in this tournament. You know, every team that we have played has made a run at us, and I thought that we kept our composure. We bend a little bit, but we never have broken, and I thought these guys stayed the course. They made some shots when we needed to. I thought we got timely stops when we had to have them.
Coach, a lot like yesterday. Every time College of Charleston or William & Mary yesterday made a basket, these guys were able to answer right back. Can you talk about the mental toughness of this team and just how they've been able to, stay the course?
Well, these guys believe that they can win. You know, it's not one guy in the locker room that don't believe that we can win. And you know, if you look at our whole season, you know, we've won now 29 games, and you know that's tough to do. Give these guys credit because they have worked extremely hard to get us back to this point ever since we played in the NCAA last year. But, you know, they have a lot of trust in each other, and they all believe that at the end of the day, we're going to win the game.
Kevin, was this run any harder to get back this year? Because people were buzzing about you guys almost right from the start of the season after what you did last year.
Well, it makes this run special. You know, when you look at the previous 2 years, you know, our first year we were picked 9th and we ended up winning the regular season. Last year we were picked 6th and we won the regular season, and we were the number 2 seed, even though we won the regular season and shared it with Hofstra, and we ended up going to the NCAA. It's so tough when you're on top, and from the start of the season to the end, you've been picked number 1, and for these guys to finish number 1, that shows a lot about their character. You know, it was a really tough, emotional day for me today because, you know, when you're coming into the game, when you've won 28 games and you only lost 5 and you got an RPI that's in the low 30s and you know that you have to have the game to win because you're not sure if you're going to make the NCAA tournament, that's what was so emotional about the day for me. And, you know, give these guys credit. We never talked about that. I thought they did a good job of just staying focused and pulling it out. And obviously, as I said before, we get the opportunity to go dancing again.
Chris, I'd like to hear your response to what the coach was talking about there about, you know, we didn't talk about getting the NCAA tournament, but you guys read, you guys are on social, you guys know what's up. What was your mindset coming into this? Was it desperate, or was it just do our thing and we're going to win?
It wasn't desperate. We just focused on one game at a time like we always do. We used the motivation of last year. We knew what it took to get back to this moment, and we just did what we had to do.
Denzel, what about that was a slow start. You've been shooting the ball so well the last 2 games. Did the first one going in early in the second half change everything for you?
Yeah, I mean, I came off the screen, got a good look, and it went in. And usually I'm a rhythm shooter, so I see one go in. I think the rest of them going to go in.
CJ, I was going to ask, did you told the crowd afterwards, you know, we have more to do. Do you guys feel better prepared heading into the NCAA tournament than maybe last year?
Definitely, it's a confidence boost. Coming back-to-back CAA championships, and as long as we stay focused, we're going to do really good.
CJ, talk about, was there any kind of revenge on the mind after what happened up in Wilmington, getting back at these guys?
Not really. I think we approached it as just another game for us. Obviously, it was a lot of emotion going into it for it being a championship game, but I think we did a really good job of staying focused, and it paid off for us.
This one's for the seniors. Chris, Denzel, does this one feel any better than the last one did, or from last year, or because you're seniors, or does it feel about the same?
It's definitely just feels special, just like last year did. This one even more because, of course, it's our last one as seniors, but it just feels incredible.
Feels great. I mean, we went back to back. People don't normally do that. It's rare. I think we worked hard enough to get here. It feels great.
Devontae, down the stretch of the season, maybe not as many opportunities for this tournament. It's almost been a resurgence or a reinvention of yourself. How easy is it to stay patient? Because knowing that this offense, it spins around and then it might pop to you and then it might not pop to you for a while. I mean, this tournament, it came to you a lot.
Yeah, I just honestly just go with the flow. If it's my day, it's my day. If it's not, I'm fine with that. Like, we have talented players, and we always want to share the ball and do what we can. And as long as we get the win, that's all that matters.
Excuse me. Defensive Player of the Year, tonight, Harrison and Brantley got something, but it felt like you're always all in, but it felt even more all in. Did you feel that way as you got out there and got into this one tonight?
Yes, most definitely. Games like these, you have to put everything on the line. You got to go out there and put out a fight for your team, and that's what we all did together tonight.
Kevin, where do you think this team should be seated next Sunday?
If I can get the mic to work without making that noise, I can tell you. That's not my job. I got tremendous respect for the committee. I will say this. I think Joey D has done a tremendous job, obviously, with this conference. And when you look at our conference, you think about the last couple of years, obviously being the 9th-rated conference last year, and this year we were 10 or 11. I think that we should get a little bit more respect because it's a very good basketball league. And I don't know, it's up to those guys. We're going to be excited and have the opportunity to play whoever we play. But when you look at our conference from top to bottom, great coaches, unbelievable teams, unbelievable players. So I think some of that we should take in consideration.
CJ, you went over the rope line before the trophy presentation and gave your dad a hug. A little extra. There are a lot of long hugs tonight, but that one felt a little long. Did you guys say anything special or anything certain that, I got to see him on the way out too, and he just kind of had this look in his eye like, how about that?
It was just an emotional point for me and him. He obviously knows how much me and my teammates who work every day, we talk about it a lot. So, yeah, it was a really emotional point for us.
Denzel, talk about the experience that you guys went through last year and how much, if at all, that helped you this year, not only in the regular season but in the tournament as well.
Last year, I thought that we were kind of the underdog all year, so we had a chip on our shoulder. And this year, I think we got everybody's best shot. It was a lot of people's targets. We got everybody's best game, and we still found a way to get it done, and that's what's most important.
Coach, just like Kyle and Charleston, do you think they weren't and you did?
Oh, absolutely.
And I know you don't make that.
No, absolutely. I mean, when you look at their seasons they've had, 25-9, and this may sound funny, I don't think they just warrant an NIT bid. I think that they should be considered for an NCAA team. Now, will that happen? I don't know that that'll happen, but you don't in this league where you play everybody twice, you don't accidentally win 25 games, and those guys have been really good. We played against we beat a very good team is what we did, and certainly could have went the other way.
One of the things that you guys did when they switched on the ball screen, you got a lot of isolations on when players are hurt. You guys got a lot of isolations on a guard on Brantley. Was that part of the design in your offense? Is that a matchup that you guys like?
Well, I think they started switching. They went a little smaller at the end, and they went with 4 guards, and Brantley played the center position. So they kind of switched all positions, and it wasn't by design on us. They kind of switched all 5 positions, and sometimes that's tough because, you know, you don't have a chance to screen anybody because they switched everything. And I thought we saw some matchups that we like, and we were able to take advantage of them.
Devontae, are you going to start passing the ball more like that? Or what back underneath basket? I mean, at that point, are you really feeling like, I mean, everything is really, Kevin, even you on the sideline, is everything going my way at that point?
Did he have an assist?
I did. I had it to see that. Yeah, it was a nice little,
Yeah, but yeah, he had an assist, but he had a turnover, so that washes it out.
it was a nice pass.
You know, the special thing about this group and the guys in the locker room, we've become a very tight family. And I want you to think about something. You know, at the beginning of the year, we were picked preseason #1, and it's been tough. But since we lost almost a year ago, once you think about this, we've only lost 5 games in a year. And that's tough to do, you know, and, you know, give these guys a lot of credit. These 2 seniors up here have been so special to the program. You know, they were a couple guys that came into the program when they didn't know how good we could eventually be. And then both of these sophomores were, you know, part of my first full recruiting class, and we hadn't won games yet, and they decided to come to UNCW. And, I mean, they've turned out to be some special sophomores. So this is a great bunch. The guys in the locker room are tremendous. I've got a great group of assistant coaches, and I'm just proud of everything about the program at this point. Thanks, guys. Take your